Now, I've got a different designer with me. Her name is Maureen Aringo, and she, in 2016, started Aringo African Designs. Welcome, Maureen.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. That dress, fire! You look gorgeous.
Thank you. You do so as well.
Well, thank you. But this was styling. This was a lot of help. But I guess for you, and that's what we're gonna get into. It's all you, and it's all passion.
Yes.
So I'm always curious to know how things started and what birthed certain passions, what sparked interests. So what sparked your interest when it came to fashion design?
My mom, she got a soul. She loved African pieces.
Okay.
She used to do African pieces a lot. Like almost all her clothes were tailored.
Okay.
Yeah. So after she did her clothes, the remaining pieces she would do dresses for me and my sister.
Oh, the fabric.
The fabric that we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kept on knowing you have to have African pieces in the closet. So it grew, then it disappeared. When I was a teenager, I would just wear jeans and t-shirts. And, for some time I was like, I really don't know if I would do that. But in campus, I started developing the feeling again, where I started drawing. So I would draw a piece, take it to a tailor to make it for me. Yes. So then after campus, I started a job. I worked for a few months.
Well, in campus, were you studying anything to do with design?
No, science.
So as you're drawing, these designs were coming from what you'd seen and things that inspired you, or was it?
Yeah, from nature, from what people are wearing. I would see something on someone and I would be like, I would wear that, but with a certain alternation.
Yeah, so you tweak it here.
Yes.
And did you know how to draw, or how did you
do arts?
Yeah.
No.
So you just were like, this is my vision. Create this. See
Something
this?
like that.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you leave campus and you started working.
I got a job. Yes. So I worked for like a year. Then
still nothing in fashion.
No,
okay.
All science.
Okay.
Then I was in a break between two projects. So in between, I was like, all through when I was working, I would still draw, take it to my tailor to make outfits for me. So when I was in between jobs, I was like, why not start my own? Yeah, because I had saved a little money. So I was like, I'll get a machine or two, I'll look for a tailor, look for space, then so my drawings will be realized into actual outfits by someone that I could explain things to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So was it as easy as that? You found two machines, found a tailor, found a space?
No,
the rest is
it wasn't. I actually got the machines before I got a tailor.
Okay.
So I bought the machines and I kept them at a friend's shop because I didn't have space as I was looking for space. Then I looked for space, then I got the first tailor and we worked, but my communication is so different because the piece is in my head. So explaining it to someone who didn't understand, he only wants to do the piece.
Right.
So explaining it to people, what is in your head, is always a disconnect. Yeah, but I got a good tailor and we started.
Yeah. Did it mean, given, because obviously the tailor is more technical. They want to know what does this part look like and let me just get to work. So did you have to study something or step into a different field or space in order to be able to better articulate or better draw, design? Did you have to,
no,
what did you do in order to?
I just had to sit down with him and understand what he does. So that I see things from his side. Yeah. So I started learning how to stitch so that I get to understand what exactly he does so that he would understand what the idea is.
Yeah. Which was sort of, I'd say, inspired by your mom and your upbringing, right? Is that correct to say?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so before the break you were explaining how you had to then learn stitching, that was how you were able to start speaking your tailor's language.
Yes.
How was that? Was it a natural progression for you? And before then you'd never stitched?
No.
Was this the moment you questioned what you were doing, or you still were very secure and grounded in your
I was
vision?
driven by the fact that every time I had to explain, and he's like, I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to understand things from his side so that I get to know how we can do this.
Yeah.
Yes. It wasn't so easy, but gradually I got there.
Right. So this was your class. This is how you
Yes.
like
Yes.
head
Through
first
him.
diving.
So we learned from each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this all happened in 2016?
Yeah, gradually into 2017
Okay.
and I'm still learning.
Yeah, and continuing.
Yeah.
So, what would you say were the biggest challenges back then? Just besides, of course, being able to speak your tailor's language and understand where he's coming from. What else cropped up for you or stands out for you as a challenge during that period?
Okay, just like any other business, finances.
Uh-huh.
Because in my head, I thought just getting a machine or two in the tailor is enough.
Yeah.
I'll be over there making a million pieces and selling them out. But no, it doesn't work like that. There's so much more than just a machine in the tailor. You have to source for fabric, good fabric. And other small stuff that I use in the process.
Okay.
So yeah, so finance, because I think I underrated the business. I was like, 100 G's is enough for a whole situation.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, because you keep on, the first few months you keep on learning and just making things.
Yeah. And how did you spread the word? How did you get clients to know about you?
Social media and referrals. I make lots of social media noise on social media. Yeah.
And is that even to date? That's what you still do?
Yes.
And word of mouth.
Yes.
So the more clients you got, the more you continued
referrals,
to build on that.
Yes.
What was the turning point for your business?
I have several turning points.
Yeah.
But when I got to understand the business and I got to understand that I could do it, because I had self-doubt. Because the only thing I had was drawing sketches, okay, from the beginning, in the love of fashion. So when I understood the art and I understood I could do it just like any other person, yeah, I'm just keeping on it.
Right.
And we're getting better day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a gap in the market that you saw and you thought that's where Hando is going to fit in? Or what was it that you felt from the very beginning was your unique point?
Ankara. Yeah. I don't think we will ever be able to exploit the beauty and the diversity of Ankara. We would, even if you are a million designers, we still wouldn't. There's so much to do with it, and I think there's so much space still to be filled in. Yeah. So yes.
Ankara. And did you find that it was important in any way to stand out in that field? Because like you said, even if there were a million designers, there's still ways to recreate this. But if there were a million designers, it just means how do you then stand out amongst that sea of great designers? So how did Hando do it?
My pieces are unique, just like you said, and it's about learning what people are wearing out there, and just that little twist to your piece or your design.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Just a little something more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are your mentors? Or who are your mentors first? That's the first question. And the second is, which designers do you look up to and think, when I reach that level, I have arrived?
Locally or internationally or both?
Both, yeah. So we can start with mentors, because I'm sure you had people sort of hold your hand through this process.
Yeah.
So who are those people for you?
I have an aunt, two aunties, because I was brought up with my aunt after my mom passed on.
Okay.
She has been there. And another one also who always, when I want to give up and just die, she'll be like, no, you're doing really, even if it's just a skirt, she'll be like, oh my god, it's so nice. You know, so such small things. And friends as well. Such small things make you going.
Okay. Can you tell me about building your business and your brand? Because when you started out, you had a team of one. It was one person, one tailor and you, but you have expanded in the past 3 years. What is it that you look out for when you're looking to include people into your business, and what's it been like managing a bigger team now?
The first thing I look out for is, do you understand where I'm coming from? Are you driven with the same what should I say? Are we in the same space? Do you want the same for Hando, like what I want for it? You know? Yeah. So as long as you have that passion as well, this is not just making money in business. It's everything. Yeah. So as long as you understand that, we're good to go.
Yeah. What do you know now about running your own business that you wish you knew before you started?
Clients.
What about clients?
Focus on your clients, make them happy.
Okay.
The little extra thing always counts.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like what, for example?
Just make sure just do a random check of the outfits before they get out there. Just make sure they're neat and the packaged well and the client is happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it matters, and
It
if one
does.
person isn't happy,
Then that's a whole.
word of mouth spreads, and
Yeah.
it could work against you in the same way it worked for you at the beginning.
Yes.
All right, I think I want to take a look at another one of your designs. So let's have your model come in, show us exactly what you do create. I don't know if this is your. I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's this beautiful gown. Is that what you focus on?
Yes. It's actually a red carpet gown, but I would wear this to my traditional wedding.
All right. Maybe
Yeah.
you could stand here. There we go. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, or a bridesmaid, or a maid of
Bridesmaids.
honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of wedding pieces?
I do.
Whether it's from guests or bridesmaids or
I do.
even wedding dresses.
Yeah.
Have you done a wedding dress?
No, I'm not not a gown, but
Okay.
traditional wedding dresses. Yeah, lots.
And interesting to note that this doesn't have an Ankara piece to it. So
Yeah.
you do switch it up. It doesn't
Yes.
mean that every single piece
Is
that comes
print,
out.
no.
Yeah. All
We do
right.
play around with fabric.
Okay. And how much of the designs that you come up with are inspired by the client versus inspired by you?
Say 70% by me,
By you.
because I always twist something when they come with. I want this exact design. I'm like, why would you do the exact one? Let's do
Okay.
something more to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do like to add your
Yes.
own
Yeah.
your own little tweak. It's a beautiful gown.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So what's your vision for your company? What next for Hando?
I would like to start a school of fashion.
Oh, a school of fashion.
Yes.
Tell me more about this and
Because-
diving into like the education bit.
Because I had planned through my tailor. You know, so if
But there's some schools locally. Did you not consider going into any of it at some point?
no, I didn't.
Why?
I just because okay, yes, in as much as I would have the information or the knowledge, I still wouldn't. I just didn't believe I would speak it out to him without me actually working through it with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've learned so much. I would like to pass it down to other people.
Yeah.
My way,
And what's the Marine way?
practically.
Okay, so
You
stitching.
see me do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In person.
And this would be a completely different dimension, right? To what you've been doing already. It would be like starting a whole new world.
But additional to what I'm doing, I'm not stopping there.
Oh, you'd still keep it going.
Yeah.
So what's the best part about being a designer and also running your own business?
The best part about being a designer is creating something you've never seen before. Just having an idea and making it look like something and actually having it in your hands. The feeling is out of this world.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, I created this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that is the most amazing feeling ever.
Yeah.
And also when your clients come back and tell you, I really loved it, or I loved this on someone, and yeah, it's just amazing.
To
that
see the
you can
set.
create art. Yeah.
Oh, right, because it is art.
It is art.
It is art. And to see the satisfaction in
Yes.
your clients, that must be so fulfilling as well. So you said social media, is that where people find you predominantly? And have you done specific things to push your brand online? Are there strategies that you could share that have helped make your brand more visible?
From offers to just making lots of noise and wearing my pieces myself.
Yeah.
So because some people buy you as a person.
Yeah.
So they only believe you if they see their piece on you.
Right.
They believe you more. So yeah.
So does that mean every time you step out of the house, you have to have a Hando piece somewhere?
Almost always.
Really?
Yes.
So is this you 24/7 in like in a gorgeous dress?
Not really. But yeah, from pants to shorts to
Yeah.
jumpsuits to tops.
Yeah. And I mean, first of all, you've got a great body, so
Thank
to
you.
model your pieces just makes it even stand out even more. Like you would sell it like this, I imagine,
Thank
just
you.
walking past someone's like, where did you get that? How can I get that for myself?
Thank
All
you.
right. Any last words or any last piece of advice that you'd have for someone who's looking to step into the design world?
Don't do it for the money, or don't do it because everyone else is doing it. Let it come from your heart, because there's so many challenges, like I told you. And yeah, you have to love it. You have to own it. You have to own your mistakes and your successes for you to be there. Yeah, and just keep pushing.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Maureen.
Thank you for
Where can
having me.
people find you on Instagram?
Handle African Designs.
Handle
On
African
both
Designs.
Instagram, Facebook, and we're based in town. We have a shop in town.
All right.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gents. If you're looking for a new addition to have in your closet, you've got two great designers to look for now after this show. They're both doing incredible things in terms of living out their dreams and creating impact. So what an inspiring way to start the day, I'd say. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And thank you to Park In by Radisson. Have a great rest of the day and be fabulous. Look fabulous too. Make sure you have an African designer in your closet, ladies and gentlemen. No excuses. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.